Hi friends, myself Mubarak. Today we're going to discuss about Benzoin condensation reactions. So in Benzoin condensation reaction, aromatic aldehydes reacts in presence of aqueous potassium cyanide or sodium cyanide. The product formed in this reaction is an alpha hydroxy ketone. So compound, and I have took one aromatic aldehyde. So I have took 2 moles of aromatic aldehyde. So what you have got, it is called benzaldehyde molecule. So which is an aromatic aldehyde. So it undergoes reaction in presence of aqueous sodium cyanide in water medium. So it leads to the formation of an alpha hydroxy ketone. So here you have the ketonic part. So alpha to this you have one hydroxy part. So we call it as an alpha hydroxy ketone. So in this reaction you have got a new CC sigma bond. This. So coming to the mechanism of this reaction. So first of all we have to take an aromatic aldehyde compound. So I have started with benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde is a molecule which has a benzene nucleus attached to CH4. So now the Cn minus, which acts as a nucleophile, it searches for a nucleophilic center. So readily the Cn minus attack on this carbonyl carbon, the pi bond between the carbon and oxygen polarizes towards the oxygen atom. So then you will get a benzene nucleus. It has 3 pi bonds, and the pi bond between carbon and oxygen is polarized on the oxygen atom. So oxygen will completely negative charge. On this carbonyl carbon you have got Cn, and here you have the H minus. So next step of this reaction is hydrate transfer. So between carbon and oxygen you have the 2 electrons. So this hydrogen will give the 2 electrons to the carbon, and this hydrogen is taken by the oxygen atom. Then you will get C on oxygen, you will have CH on carbon, you are having C minus and Cl. So you have got a carbanion. So now this whole reaction, before starting of this reaction, carbon is getting a positive charge. In between, carbon had got negative charge. So this type of inversion, what happened? Positive charge is completely inverted into negative charge. So this type of reactions we call it as Umpalong reactions. Umpalong. So next, after formation of the carbanion, this will react with another molecule of an aldehyde. C double bond OH. So here oxygen has partial negative charge and carbon has partial positive charge. So the negative charge on the carbon will search for the positive charge and it will attack the carbon atom. And you will get benzene nucleus is the first molecule. On this carbon you have the OH. Here you have C triple bond N, and this is attached to the newly formed carbon atom. On this carbon atom you have OH minus, H here, it is attached to one benzene nucleus. So next step of this reaction is the O minus. So we'll take the proton from the adjacent carbon atom. H will remove the 2 electron and it will jump to that group. Then you will get benzene nucleus. Here carbon, as oxygen lost its proton, it will get O negative charge, and C triple bond N. Here C OH H and one benzene nucleus. So next step, Cn is a very good leaving group. Cn is a good nucleophile as well as it is a good leaving group. So first of all it acts as a nucleophile in this case. Now Cn, because of its good leaving group, it will take both the electron between the carbon and it will leave positive charge on it. So now you will get C double bond O, CH. Here you have one benzoin nucleus, you have OH. So this is the functional group. So here OHC double bond O is a ketonic group, and this part is hydroxy group. So alpha carbon has hydroxy group. So this compound also called as alpha hydroxy ketones. So this has another name, common name, we call it as benzoin. Let us make one example. So this is a compound. So this is one of the good compound, an aromatic aldehyde. So if it undergoes benzoin reaction, suppose if it is reacting with KCN, if it is reacting with KCN in presence of H2O, not only KCN, you can also use sodium cyanide in presence of H2O. So what will happen here? So you are going to get a benzoin compound. So this oxygen, this part will polarizes here, CHO minus, C triple bond N. So next one is this hydrogen will take jump to this part. This furan ring is as it is. Here you will get a carbanion. On oxygen you will get one hydrogen. This C triple bond N. So here to here, this step we call it as umpalong. So next molecule, it will react with second molecules of the furan. As you got carbanion, it search for the positive charge in the second molecule. So here you are going to get new carbon-carbon bond. So this is first molecule of the furan, which has one furan ring. Carbon atom has one nitrile group, one OH. It is attached to the new carbonyl carbon of the next furan molecule. So what is the next step? Next step is transferring of the proton. Proton from the here oxygen, it will transfer to the adjacent oxygen atom. At the same time, Cn will takes its two proton and come out in the form of Cn minus. You are going to get one ketone group. In alpha position, you are going to get one hydroxy group. Behind that, you have one furan group. So again, you got benzoin. So an alpha hydroxy ketone. Thank you very much.